I just played a round of disc golf with a good friend of mine, and we had this discussion. And obviously, the world is changing so quickly that a lot of times people don't realize what's happening. But he said, I don't really visit websites anymore. Are websites even that important? I look at their Google profile and make a decision from there, or their social media and make a decision from there. And I said, well, the bigger the decision, the more important a website is. But if you think about it, Plumber Near Me doesn't work anymore, because what Plumber Near Me got was search engine results. It got someone to say, oh yeah, I need a plumber near me. And you're like, I'm a plumber, I'm near you, choose me. And so if you did a good job of doing traditional SEO, you could get those phone calls. And of course, people would go to the website, fill out a form, call you from the website. Well, Google changed some of those behaviors for some people. They now go to your business profile and only rely on your reviews and then call you from there. So that's why tools like OptiBot or Bootprint are really important. Things like Google Business Profile Optimization. But AI is so much more powerful. It's looking at more information very quickly and bringing it back. It's looking at your website. It's looking at your profile. It's looking at your social media process. It's looking at all of those things to make a decision on whether to recommend you or not. But if you think, oh, well, I don't even need a website because I don't need the information, the answer is actually you do. And so I said, when's the last time you made a big decision? He said, well, we needed a doctor. My son went through a really terrible illness, and it was very, had a big effect on him, and I needed to find a provider for him. And he goes, I don't think I would have cared if the website was janky looking, but I was looking for provider descriptions. I wanted to read about the doctor. What was their modality? What was their thing that they're good at? What's their personality like? Would they be someone that I would want to trust my son's care with? And he goes, that was the most important part. And I said, that's exactly true, except for the part where it didn't matter if the website was janky, because if you had two options and they both had the provider descriptions and both providers seemed to do pretty good, how you feel when you're on their website would have been a determining factor. So yes, it still matters how people feel when they get to your website. It can't just be janky. It can't just speak to the SEO answers. Those things are important too, but it has to do all of the above. It has to speak to you. It has to be set up really well. It has to give you the right kind of feedback so that you're like, yes, this is who I was looking for. Yes, I'm in the right place. But it also has to feel good. It also has to be something where you're like, oh, I like this. This looks sharp. These guys look awesome. I trust them. Because while some people might make the decision about what plumber they're going to choose from your Google business profile, so you need to play that game too, others are going to look for things that they might be specifically looking for. The second part of this that happened is that AI, because it's so much faster and more powerful than search engines, it's looking deeper, and people are asking it questions in a different way. So, for example, someone might say, I really like thin crust New York style pizza. And so they might say, pizza near me, and then they used to go and look through your website and see if you offered thin crust New York style pizza, right? But then now, because AI can answer you like more human-like, it's still not a human, right? But it answers us more like it's a human. We might say, I really like New York style, thin crust, no flop, crunchy bottom, this specific type of sauce with Italian tomatoes. Who near me has pizza at that level? And it's going to recommend people. Well, you might have a pizza restaurant. You might be near that person within range, and you might have exactly what they're looking for. But if you haven't talked about it in detail on your website and mentioned that you are that pizza person, they're not going to find you. They're not going to call you and ask if you have it, because AI is going to recommend to them the four guys, and they might travel double the distance to get what they're looking for because AI said this is the answer. And it says it so confidently when you get those answers from AI that you're like, oh my goodness, yeah, that's the answer. I've had AI take me down rabbit holes. We're building Bootprint, our new optimizer for home service providers and contractors that does Google Business Profile, bootprint.ai if you want to check it out. But it is awesome, and we needed this affiliate tracking software to where when we have partners refer a client to us that we put through our, that comes through the program and starts paying us, they can make a commission on it, right? So if they are a coach or consultant or own software and they refer their clients to us and they come in and do business with us, we pay that coach or consultant a 20% commission. Well, I needed to be able to track that. I needed to be able to give them a unique URL, and then when their client goes and clicks on that URL and decides to sign up, it automatically knows that came to that from that customer or from that referral partner, and that customer needs a commission paid every month for that client, right? That was the goal. I went to ChatGPT and I said, okay, that's what I need. It spit out an answer with ultimate confidence. Oh, you need to use First Promoter. Okay, so a month in, I'm still struggling with First Promoter. I'm still having all these problems. My dev is like, it's being blocked. I don't know what the URL problem is. There's this issue, there's this problem, there's this other thing. So hundreds of dollars later, and a complete failure, and I'm so frustrated because I'm trying to launch this website and I need that tracking piece in place. And AI told me this was the answer. And one night, it was late, I was sitting there and I was thinking, and I thought, I wonder if there's another option that would be easier. And so I went to Google and did a Google search, and I found Tolt. I set it up in 30 minutes and it works perfectly. The thing is, AI made me feel like First Promoter was the best answer, the best possible answer. No doubt about it, it's the best for you because this is what you want. So I went with that solution, and it was not the best solution for me. I'm sure a better man could have figured it out, right? But how many times is that going to happen if you don't show up on AI search and tell the world that you can do that specific thing? So another example is if you are a home service provider and you own an HVAC company and you offer a specific type of air filtration system that someone who has a high level of allergies is going to find out about through their external research about how can I improve the air quality in my home. And you offer that thing, but on your website you just have a little banner that says we offer Halo air purification systems for our clients. And AI looks at that and they're like, they offer it, whatever. But you go to your competitor and your competitor has 3 pages worth of information about that particular air filter, that air purification system for their HVAC. Well, if that happens, all of a sudden you have now lost that potential opportunity, even though you offer the same thing, because you haven't talked about it in enough detail. Just recently for my roofing company, for 72 Roofing, we did a shingle comparison page, and we're going to continue to build on this, but we talked about why we chose the shingles we chose, ICO shingles, because they have this armor guard area where you put the nails in, and they have a higher wind rating. And in Ogden, Utah, the wind can get pretty nasty here. So that's a big reason. And we also like their warranty. It's a true warranty. It's product and labor. And so we talk about why we chose that. We talk about some of the faults of the others. We don't name them because I don't want a lawsuit, but we say other shingles have these really long warranties, but they either don't honor them, or they look for any way to get out of them, or they're just maybe a prorated warranty or whatever. And so we have a shorter warranty, but it's a true warranty, and it's for the for that time period, the whole time. So we gave all the reasons why we chose this. Well, now someone's doing independent research and they come across that shingle and they see the advertisement and marketing that the shingle manufacturer makes, and they specifically go looking for ICO shingles with armor guard technology and color match technology and all these cool things that that product has, and we talk about it extensively on our website. Now we're in the game. We're not for sure going to be chosen, but we're in the game because someone's going to come and be like, I want this specific product. I want this product using these materials, using this, technology piece, whatever it is that they've gone and found out about on their own. If you don't talk about it, you're not even in the game. So yes, your website matters. Yes, your Google business profile matters. Yes, they all combine together to become your digital footprint. And that's why we created Bootprint, is because it helps improve your digital footprint. Now search, as of last week, officially search is now recommending your social media posts like this that talk about websites or talk about SEO or talk about Google business profile optimization. This could show up in a search result for me because I'll post it to my social medias, and the search engines and AI are looking at those things and saying, okay, this guy talks about this stuff a lot. He has an extensive knowledge of it. He is someone that we want to recommend. If you want to be recommended more, if you want a better website, let me know.